It has been way too long, and I miss y'all. I have a lot on my mind right now, but we're going to go with the topic that's at hand. We ain't going to talk about what's on my mind. You feel me? I do want to thank y'all. For today's episode, it's okay to be Kanye. All right? I hope y'all feel me on that. Y'all ain't got to, though. But it's okay to be Kanye. All right? And we're going to give him a round of applause. And while I'm here, we're going to give KYRIE a round of applause, too. Now, y'all ain't got to agree with me. Matter of fact, before I even get to this point, I want to thank all of y'all who's tuning in to these episodes. I ain't made an episode in about a month. I didn't want to take this long, lengthy break. It is a lot going on. I'm in the process of uprooting, rerouting, and, get things together. That's the best way I could say it, to where it's not, I don't want to feel like this ain't about me. None of this about me. But I just want to thank y'all, because I see my metrics, and I'm not promoting this enough for those type of metrics. Put it to you like this: if my mixtape or my album or any of that was doing those type of metrics, I'd be celebrating. Like, I'd be telling niggas I'm the best rapper ever. Sorry for the N-word, y'all. I know. But I'd be telling people I'm the best rapper ever if I had those kind of metrics. Like 500 downloads in a month? What? Well, maybe it wasn't 500 downloads in a month. Let me not do that. I have gotten 500 total downloads since I've started this podcast. And counting. That means, well, okay, let's not say downloads, but let's just say plays. That means somebody took their time out to listen to my voice that many times. Like, I'm honored, I'm appreciative, and I don't want y'all to think I'm just putting y'all on the back burner. It's just a lot of personal hurdles that it's a lot of personal hurdles, and there's a lot of red tape that I'm just currently going through to get y'all the best experience possible. And that's just to be real. But back to the message at hand. Y'all playing with Kanye. And y'all wrong as hell for playing with Kanye. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Malcolm X had the same message. They gunned him down. I want y'all to think about that. They didn't have a way to silence him, because he ain't have $1 billion or a couple $1 billion to lose. So they took his life. You feel me? I need all these people in power that really restricts free speech to take a second look and think about that. It's a lot of Jewish comedians that have went out there in blackface. You know why the black community can't cancel them, can't be at an uproar? Because we ain't never had a leverage that had a control. why is it that we've never had the leverage to have the control? This is a deeper conversation to be had. Normally I pick something that we got to do, and honestly, I would do an episode right after this. I'm just not in the mood to. I'm not going to lie. But what I'm going to say to y'all is, I don't know if y'all ever heard of the Moors. Moor. Look it up. The Moors. Melanated people. I apologize to those who aren't melanated that's listening to this that may feel a certain way. This is not a shot to y'all. That's the problem is people are in such a rush to be offended that they're scared to learn anything. Let's go into a realm of alternative thinking. Bear with me. Every news outlet will tell you 2 planes crashed into 2 big-ass buildings and knocked down the whole damn building. Alternative thinking and the eye test will show you that there was bombs going off as well. So whatever happened was planned. Because when things blow up, better yet, look up the Oklahoma City bombing, right? I hate to just go casualty for casualty, but that pile of rubble wasn't neatly in one pile. It fell. Those buildings fell straight down. Say what you want, believe what you want. If I lose some fans after this, oh well. Say what you want, believe what you want, think how you want to think. But those planes hit a building, right? And then within like minutes, the building fell down in a straight line. If y'all don't find that unrealistic, like that the plane didn't, like now I can see if the plane ran into the joint, boom, and a piece of the joint may have wobbled up, but then think about it, even the fragments wouldn't have been so neat. The shit fell straight down. I ain't gonna give y'all too much of that. But think about it. Somebody who heard that is offended by that. It's okay to be Kanye. I want y'all to know that today. Somebody got to think for their own. Somebody got to be like, all right, y'all niggas is tripping. Somebody got to really buckle down and hanker down and be the one to challenge the norm. Let's riddle me this, y'all. Because I need y'all to hear me out, really. I personally know, or rest in peace to my man, too. And he's no longer around. Kenneth Jason Morris. Rest in peace to Kenneth Jason Morris. I went to that funeral. All of the members of the church, of that congregation, had on, I want to call them yarmulkes. I could say that might be the incorrect wording for it. I apologize if it is, but the headdress, the oval head piece that goes on the heads of those individuals that practice that faith with the Hanukkah and it was a bunch of them, and guess what? They was all the complexion of Kanye West, all the complexion of Kyrie Irving, all the complexion of myself. I didn't see not one person that wasn't melanated in that congregation. And they all practiced Judaism. History keeps finding a way to whitewash everything. Let's not get that confused. Why is it that when Nick Cannon had something to say, he stood to lose everything? Why is it that Kanye West opened his mouth and immediately lost $1 billion for opening his mouth? Not for bad business, just for opening his mouth and having an alternative way of thinking. We don't have to say he's right or wrong. But when are we not allowed to think? We have to really put that in perspective. Look, I'm not going to always be the most liked person in the world. My opinion ain't going to always come across as the opinion. I have bad days. I got days where I'm mad that the ground is on the floor. Why is the sun straight up at noon? We all have bad days. Should we lose our livelihoods and should we all have to suffer a consequence of losing what makes us productive or what's, keeping us going or what have you? It ain't always got to be a money thing. Does one bad day have to constitute a loss of a feeling of security from someone? Does one day have to constitute, because it's really deeper than the money for real. He worked his ass off to rub shoulders to get next to them people at Gap. He worked his ass off to rub his shoulders to get next to the people at Adidas. He showed the proof was in the pudding attached to the name of the shit so he could walk his ass into Balenciaga. Kyrie Irving has done nothing but be a superb basketball player his entire career. Might have got an injury here, injury there. He stood on his own too when it came to the pandemic issues too. Why should he have to get the shot? He's fighting for the voice of the voiceless. You know how many people got the shot, regret getting the shot? Let's not talk about that whole thing. And the same jobs. Ain't nobody talking about COVID-19 vaccination card. The last job I got hired, the last 3 jobs before this job, hold on, because the job I got now and the job I had before this, they both ain't care about no vaccination card. But all the jobs prior was, are you vaccinated? Are you vaccinated? Are you vaccinated? Are you vaccinated? Something up with that. We have to practice alternative reasoning. That's what it is. Alternative thinking and alternative reasoning. Both. Do y'all know that the news told the whole world that Pat Tillman was an NFL player. He played for the Arizona Cardinals. And soon as the war on Iraq, Afghanistan, soon as the aftermath of 9/11 hit, he felt like it was his duty to drop the money and serve his country. You know what happened to him? He got killed by friendly fire. So let's just say what I said was right. I'm not saying it is, but we're just using alternative reasoning here. Let's just say what I said was right, and it was a demolition on them two big ass buildings, right? We talking about too big, but they had to plan it as though such. It had to be dramatic enough to cause reasoning to infiltrate areas that didn't have to be bothered for real. You know why they went into those areas? To get more oil. We all know it. Oil and opium. Oil and opium. Let's not forget the opium. Let's not forget the poppy seeds. Please, let's not forget the opium. It's okay to be Kanye. It's okay to be KYRIE. It's okay to be Malcolm X. It's okay to be George Carlin. It's okay not to have to say, I'm going to just deal with the norms of how the world is going. It's okay. We can choose. God gave humans the ability of at least the illusion of free will and choice. Your circumstances and your views and your outlooks and your fears and your family will make you realize that you don't exactly have all the way free will, but the illusion of it. You do have the illusion of it, but the stressors, the stressors of life will always even make those decisions feel like they're even smaller when they don't have to be. We don't have to believe that we're following the right calendars. Put it to you like this. I don't know how many listeners I have on a worldwide scale, but to all my American listeners, if you ever leave America, there's a whole different metric system. Why did we get this other system? So the whole landscape of America isn't even based on what the scientists and scholars and philosophers and numbers people and all the people that set up the degrees, longitude, latitude, all that. America went against all of that for the most part. So where does that leave us? We could get mad at Alex Jones for saying what he said about Sandy Hook. He wasn't 100% wrong. We're not going to say it. I won't say it was a hoax. That was the wrong part. But that was obviously a setup by a big agency. We don't know. Oh, we're going to get somebody to take out these kids with the specialty rifle that's just designed for hunting. But we're going to take out these kids. And we're going to paint that shit as the tragedy. We're going stricken gun laws. Somebody was trying to compete against the NRA, not realizing that the NRA pockets is just way too deep. Deeper than some of these alphabet boys. You feel me? Just deep. The NRA is deep. You feel me? I've never felt like I've had to stand next to Kanye more in my life. Yeah, he might have lost a little touch with how things is going in life. Who hasn't? A man in his circumstance, I'd be completely, my wavelengths would be equally as bouncy. I need y'all to realize that this man ain't been the same since like 2008. He hasn't even known the proper way to honor his moms. You know, I couldn't imagine. You feel me? You're not a sinner you gotta be for something like that not to rock you. I cried when Iron Man died. I cry every time I see the movie. I watched the movie like 3 times. I just start crying at the beginning because I know he gonna die. It's okay to be Kanye. Kyrie Irving believed in the flat earth theory. Why should we tell him that it's wrong? Even if we could prove it, why should we tell... Man, we live in a world where there's around 33 genders. We are living in a society where we're wasting our time on pronouns. Why can't people believe what they want to believe at this point? Y'all don't ban no hate groups from doing all the hate grouping that they can hate group. Somebody says, oh, the original people are melanated like me. And uproar. Man, y'all do y'all readings of certain things, y'all will know he ain't all the way off. The wording might not be, you feel me, to the liking of people, but he ain't all the way off. Like, I need y'all to understand that. Like, I need y'all to understand this is real. If you don't think they... And you notice, I'm trying to tread as light as possible with this recording. Because I know what saying the wrong thing can mean. But all I'm saying is, why do all of the big media outlets quickly crush that? It's like finding out, it's like that skeleton in the closet. We all got one. We all got one skeleton in the closet at least. And it's like that one skeleton that you don't want nobody to find out about. And every time somebody get close to that skeleton, you're like, oh, wait. We got to shut this shit down. We got to shut this shit the fuck down. We got to shut this shit the fuck down. Hear me? I don't know if y'all hear me. But I want to thank y'all for dealing with my nonsense for the last 20-something. I could go on and on and on and on and on about this, but I'm not. What I'm going to tell y'all is to stay woke, but still act sleep. You feel me? You could duh, bruh, cuh, for sure, yeah, all that, and still be learning. You feel me? You feel me? Don't let them take that education away from you. Don't let them take that education away from you. All right. For real. All I'm going to tell y'all to do is do y'all research. It's okay to be Kanye. It's okay to be KYRIE. It's okay to be Malcolm X. It's okay to be Sharif Abdul Rauf. His name was Chris Johnson. They banned him in the NBA for just believing in what he chose to believe in. He didn't want to stand up for the national anthem because he felt like the country was doing, especially our people, dirty, but everybody dirty for the most part. If you wasn't one of them big names, big companies. Like, I'm not trying to spark no craziness in nobody. I just want y'all to think. 30 years ago, they didn't want y'all to know aliens really existed. About 2 years ago, in the midst of, hold on, we're in 2022 right now. Yep. About 2 years ago, in the midst of the whole entire pandemic and all these black bodies dropping, you know what they did? They released, they declassified a bunch of information that's showing that there are extraterrestrial forms of life in and around and existing. Stay woke, act sleep. That's the best advice I'm going to have for y'all. But learn. You ain't got to take nothing I'm saying at face value. I normally save these rants for a whole nother podcast. But out of respect for Kanye, I'm standing with him. Not all the way with him, but like, out of respect for like, what is it about this message to where people have to keep blocking this message? That's what I would like to know. Like, it's something about this message that's getting under so many people's skin that they feel like they got to block the message. You feel me? So just think about that. Like, keep that in mind when someone, man, we could apply this to all levels of life. All right? Boom. I'm going to give y'all a personal story. Yep, I'm me. I'm going to give y'all a personal story. And we could tie this together because, like I said, it's okay to be Kanye. I was working at a job and I got pulled into the office. They told me that I was sexually harassing this lady. Right. Now, backstory. This is 2018 at the time. I'm getting real personal with y'all. This is like, I guess, 2018, I want to say. Yeah, this wasn't 2019. Oh, no. So this was probably like 2018. And it was, I'm going to say it again one more time. So it's 2018, and I was working somewhere where I see a lot of women, right? I saw a lot of women every day. I had interactions with a lot of women every day. So when I got pulled, and it's just my luck that it just happens to be like this with me sometimes. But whatever. So they pulled me in the office. They like, it's a lady that want to file a report on you. Do you know who such and such is? And I was like, nah, who? And they was like, such and such. They're in such and such. And I was like, hold on, you talking about such and such? And I was like, no. I'm not attracted to her at all. And then they was like, well, you said the lady really had it out for me, because dog, they was talking about is people in their store stealing. I'm back there with high merchandise ass shit, right? So I'm joking around like, hey, you can search me. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't want no problems. You can hit me with the. And she was like, nah, that's for the employees. But I'm in there. To be honest, let's give y'all an even clearer moment of transparency. I wanted to steal something out of there. For real. So for me to keep my sanity and to keep like the angel shoulder pissing on the devil's shoulder, I make the joke. A fucking joke. I'm trying to be light. I don't ain't got enough time to be around this lady for her to even think I'm on or nothing like that. So then they pull up another interaction. They said, you said to her, oh, you ain't even take me to dinner first. Dog, I'm looking at these motherfuckers and like, I'm like, so nobody in here sarcastic? So nobody in here watches no kind of TV? So nobody's fun? Nobody has a comedian brain? Nobody in here? They was all in there like dead serious mute. I'm like, y'all gotta be fucking kidding me in here. So, the last question this person asked me, he was like, man, let me be real with you. Let's be honest. Is perception reality? Hold on. I don't think y'all heard me. Let's just run this back. Because I don't think y'all heard me, man. He asked me, is perception reality? I told him no. Because perception is not reality. Feelings and reality are two different things. They're on two separate wings, two different avenues. I wrote that line when I was motherfucking 22 years old, thinking about two different women who played me very fucking similar. But feelings aren't reality. Did these two women play me similar? Yeah, I just sidebarred to a whole nother incident. But whatever. Perception is not reality. This motherfucker told me perception is reality. Light bulb. Alternative reasoning. Maybe some of us practice alternative reasoning. Maybe it's me who practices the alternative reasoning, alternative thinking. Maybe some of us are just thinking on a different wavelength than others. Everybody's universe is different. My universe is different than yours. Yours is different than mine's. The perception of my universe and my life is different than everyone's perception of me and my life, and in relation to them in their own lives. I'm trying to be as deep as possible without rattling the wrong cage. But fuck them niggas, because perception is not reality. You know how many motherfuckers walk around here looking bummy with money? You know how many motherfuckers walk around here with $1,000 outfits and nowhere to sleep at? The shits exist. Anywho, while I'm still on this wave, I just want y'all to know that I'm appreciative of what's going on. You feel me? Like, my view on the world ain't your view on the world. That's what makes the world so good to me. Other people might not feel that way. But I can't even get the words out the right way, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. Before I wrap this up, I've been trying not to complain more and more. And I really feel like the more I try not to complain, the more complaints I hear around me. And then when I complain, I ain't shit. So, you damned if you do in this world, and you damned if you don't in this world. Take with that information what you will, because everybody loved Martin Luther King, quote unquote, after, not before, but after he was killed. Before he was killed, he was getting investigated by the same FBI that was investigating Malcolm X. He was getting threatened. He was going through the same bullshit everybody else was going through. He was just going through things with a different mindset. He might have had some devout faith in there somewhere, you feel me? But guess what? As soon as he decided to say, nah, we got to stand up against these motherfuckers that ain't really trying to do and be there for us, they smoked them. They did it to JFK. He had a last speech. Oh, we got to target all these secret societies and shit that they done intertwinkled and intermingled into the back channels of shit, because we can't get shit right until we get shit all the way right. It's going to always be a broken system if they just trying to patch over some shit that's going on in the workings, the foundations and shit. They smoked them right after. Just think about that. You feel me? Like, man, it's okay to be Kanye. Don't ever forget that. It's okay to be MLK. Don't ever forget that. It's okay to have your own train of thought. Don't ever forget that. Perception is not reality. Perception is some motherfuckers' feelings through their eyes. You know how many people that hated on me? And I ain't had shit to hate on. But they just hate on what I represent. You know what I represent? An individual. A person who ain't gonna let how tough you are, how much money you got, how much influence you got, who you believe you are, and who you really are, get in the way of what the fuck I'm doing. We all get the same 24, right? So I'm going to do me with mine. I want you to do you with yours. Follow your heart, follow your dreams. Try and methodically do what's right. You feel me? What you think is right. And sometimes the world ain't going to agree with you. You're going to be outside the box or the globe or the stratosphere or the whatever. You're going to be outside. You're going to be out of the loop. And just going to look at you like, oh, yeah, he weird. Whatever. But it's okay to be Kanye. It's okay to be KYRIE. It's okay to be Malcolm X. It's okay to be MLK. It's okay to be JFK. It's okay to be George Carlin. It's okay to be Dave Chappelle. It's okay to be Will Smith. It's okay not to be okay. Okay. Until next time. And I'll try and make it sooner next time. I do promise y'all that.